Eric here with Team Eccentrics, and I'm bringing you guys another deck profile. This time it's on a deck I've been testing a lot recently, and I've really been enjoying both the aesthetic and the playstyle of this deck. As you can clearly see, it's DDDs. I feel like this deck is a pretty decent rogue contender right now, and it can punish some, it can punish a player pretty well, only because it can establish boards and at the same time make heavy hitters. Like, I mean, being able to make a level 7 2800 attack point monster just out of nowhere, while at the same time keeping your resources on, online is pretty busted. But nonetheless, I feel like the deck is good, but it doesn't have its full support just yet. So you will be seeing me update this deck almost as much as you see me update Mermails. In fact, I'll probably be doing a Mermail deck profile soon as well, only because the side deck got updated, and I changed a few cards around in the main deck. But this deck is not at full power. We're still supposed to be getting some support in January, so keep your guys' eyes out for that. And I also will be doing some dual videos with this to do some testing and just to see how the deck works. So like I said, guys, comment down below and let me know what you guys think I should play, just as long as it's not Pot of Desires. I don't like that card. Like I said, I'm testing the deck, so you might see some ratios you disagree with, and just leave that in the comment section below. I really would appreciate some constructive criticism and some ideas with how this deck can play and function. So just again, let me know that. Any ratios you disagree with, just let me know. But now we're getting into the deck profile with 3 of the DD Swirl Slime. This card is your main fusion facilitator. In your hand you reveal it, and you then send it and another DD, and you can fusion summon anything from your extra deck almost. It's actually pretty good because it also has an effect that allows you to banish it from grave to special summon another DD from your hand. So you can make some really crazy plays off of this. It catalyzes most of the deck, so it's pretty good. After that, I'm playing triple DD Necro Slime. I feel like this is kind of on the same level as Swirl Slime, just almost, because you can fusion this from your grave, you can banish this into DD from your grave and make another fusion play. And not only that, if you have this and Swirl Slime in your opening hand, you already have 2 fusion plays right there. I'm playing 2 on the DD Burr format. I like 2 as opposed to like 1, because you do make some different plays with this, and you can actually make some pretty good plays with it. I just don't like the fact that in order to make a play with it, whatever you're actually summoning into has to be a fiend type. It's kind of iffy on that. And last but not least, for the non-Pendulum DDs, playing 1 DDD Dragon King Pendragon. I like this card personally because you can special it off of Swirl Slime, but that's it for the non-Pendulum DD monsters. That's it for that aspect of the deck. Now we're getting into what I feel is the meat of the deck, the Pendulums. So we're going to start it off with, in my opinion, probably the best one. Triple DDD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. This card makes crazy spam plays. Like, you can fill your board up with so many DD monsters just off of this one card, both with its Pendulum and monster effect. It's ridiculous. This is kind of staple at 3. I'm playing triple DD Savant Thomas because it synergizes very well with the Ragnarok on being able to make rank 8 plays, and at the same time just being able to spam the board with big crazy beaters and defenders. And not only that, it has an Oath Dragon-like effect for its Pendulum effect. And after that, now this card I'm testing out the ratios for. I've tested it at 1, I've tested it at 2, and now I'm testing it at 3. I'm just trying to see what ratio I prefer, and as of right now, 3 is kind of okay, but that's only because it's filler, because we haven't gotten all of our support yet. So I'm just kind of testing this at 3 as of right now. I'm playing 3 DDD Rebel King Leonidas. This card is good for a top decking situation where you're low on life points and you have contracts on the field, because you can kind of save yourself from being destroyed, because I will say sometimes your contracts would screw you over, so this card kind of helps in a top decking situation, plus because it's a 26 beater. I'm playing triple of the DD Savant Kepler. This card is your main searcher for your contracts. You want to see this turn 1 at all times, if not most times, you want to see this turn 1, and it's the scale 10, so you can make Pendulum plays with it as well, which is kind of weird and wonky, but it's actually really good. After that, we're getting into the spell cards. So now we're getting into the spells. We're playing triple of the Contract of the Gate. This is your main searcher for any DD monster you want. You activate this, it's continuous, and you take 1,000 damage during each standby phase. After that, I'm playing double Dark Contract with Swamp King. I feel like 3 is really cloggy, so I just play 2. This is like another slime in a way, because you can fusion summon using this, but you can fusion summon from your hand, field, or graveyard. We're moving into the non-contract spell cards. We're playing double Lure of Darkness. I'm playing double Twin Twisters, obviously, and back row. After that, I'm playing double Chalice. Side note on Chalice, the reason why I play Chalice over Negation Traps mostly is because of the fact that traps right now are kind of irrelevant, not completely, but traps are kind of here and there right now, only because you have cards like Twin Twisters, you have cards that just annihilate back row right now, only because we're in a very combo based time in the game, so it's this kind of mitigates just traps being irrelevant. But the 1-ups, I'm playing 1 Foolish Burial to send the Swirl Slimes, 1 for 1 to special your Kepler, 1 Upstart Goblin because it's Upstart Goblin, 1 Soul Charge, and 1 Raigeki. But that's it for the spell cards, and now we're getting into the traps. And I'm only playing 3 traps, guys. I feel like I said, traps are kind of irrelevant right now. But now we're playing 2 Dark Contract of the Witch. This card can be used to wall up because it can give your monsters an extra 1,000 attack points, and at the same time it has an instruction effect. The only issue with the 1,000 attack point boost is that it's only during your opponent's turn, but that's fine because, like I said, you wall up with it. And then last but not least for the traps, one of the most powerful traps in the game, Solemn Warning. That's it for the main deck, guys. Now we're getting into the extra deck. Extra deck, in my opinion, is fairly standard. The thing about the extra deck is there's not too much you can do to make it individualistic because of the fact that most of your cards have to be Fiend types, and there's not too many really good Fiend type monsters that go into the extra deck. But there's some things you can do to just make the extra deck function in a coherent way. But let's get right into it, guys. You have to play 3 of this, the DDD Oracle King D-Arc. This is like your main fusion that you go into. It's it has the best effect in terms of synergizing with the deck because you just gain life points off of any effect damage you would take. After that, we're playing double of the DDD Wave of Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok. This guy is ridiculous. It's a 32 beater. That's effect does not target. We're playing 2 of the new fusion, the DDD Flame King Genghis. Now we're getting into the Xyz monsters, and we're going to start off with the big guy, the DDD Duodon King Kali Yuga. And after that, we're playing 1 of Harbinger to establish the negation. We're playing, in terms of rank 7, we're playing Flare Metal and Big Eye. We have the last rank 8, which is Lancelot. I don't really care for this card too much, but it's okay for negation. I just don't like that its negation effect is mandatory upon the first effect that either player activates during their turn. That's why I don't like it, because you can negate yourself with this. That's why it's kind of just for those last ditch efforts to establish a board turn 1. And then after that, I'm playing 2 DDD Wave King Caesar. But and then last but not least for the extra deck, 1 DDD Marksman King Tell. This card is kind of situational in my personal opinion. It's a pretty good card, but it's just meh. You never really see it too much. Plus, it's a rank 5, which is kind of wonky for the deck, but it's still really good. But that's it for the extra deck, guys. Like I said before, give me some constructive criticism on this deck and the ratios you think I should be playing in this deck. I know the deck is very resource intensive, so it takes a lot of thinking and a lot of thought power to play this deck. And that that's kind of why I want to play it, because I want to learn how to play out a deck like this. Plus, like I said, I enjoy the aesthetic very, very much. But that's all beside the point, guys. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Rate, comment, subscribe. Do the usual YouTube thing. We really appreciate all your guys' views. It's really, really awesome to see that some of our deck profiles and some of our duel videos are getting good responses, and we really appreciate it. We really want to bring you guys good content. It's one of those things where YouTube is kind of cool in that way. We can bring you guys good content. You guys can give us your takes on things and your ideas, and we will bring those ideas to fruition the best that we can. But as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and so Team Eccentrics out.